Welcome to the Newsome MMA podcast, partnered with Heavy Duty Fight Management. I'm your host, Jon Prentice, and tonight, once again, I have the pleasure of being joined by Mo Zubair. Me and Mo spoke a few weeks ago ahead of his fight at GP UK 39, Night of Gladiators. Since then, you've won 2 fights in a row in the space of a month. I mean, how you doing, my friend?
I'm good, how are you?
I'm very good, thank you. I'm very good. So, yeah, as I mentioned, you fought Harry Kenworthy, GP UK Night of Gladiators. Won that fight, got the finish. That was on the 20th of April. And then this past weekend, you fought at FCC 23 against David Adams, and you got the second round TKO in that. I mean, 2 wins under your belt in the space of a month. You must be feeling great right now.
Yeah, work hard in the gym, I graft, and all the results are paying off, and they showed in the fights, So, yeah.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, for you, this has got to be the reward for all that hard work. So obviously, you've had some time out from actually competing. You've been, like you say, you've been in the gym since your first fight. You've been working away. I mean, this must be a fantastic reward for you, and kind of just goes to show that hard work in the gym does pay off.
Yeah, especially taking the David Adams fight on 24 hours notice as golden ticket cancelled, and then they try to move the original fight with my opponent. Tried to move that to FCC, but I don't know what happened. His coaches said no or something. I don't know why, but yeah, like working hard, improving my skills, and now all of it's just paying off, isn't it?
Excellent. I mean, so tell us a bit more about that David Adams fight. So you mentioned it briefly there. You're due to fight another opponent, a golden ticket. Unfortunately, that event had to be pulled at the last minute. And then, obviously, like you say, on 24 hours' notice, you took on David Adams, FCC 23. What a chaotic fight week for you. I mean, how was that? Did that affect you, the fact that you only had 24 hours' notice? Did it affect your weight cut or anything like that? Or were you already kind of in the weight cutting preparations for golden ticket when you got the news? I mean, what was that fight week like for you?
It was a bit hard, to be honest. Like, on the Monday, I started cutting weight. I was a bit over, actually, to what I normally end up on fight week. So, yeah, it was a bit hard, and I was getting the weight down. And then all of a sudden, on the Wednesday, I've been told that the event's been cancelled. And I thought it was a joke. And I rang Carl, and he says, "Oh, I ain't got a clue." And then he rang me later, and he's like, "Yeah, it's been cancelled." And it's like, oh man, like, because I've had I always get bad news, like people turning me down or pull out on fight week and stuff, and I was gutted. And then my managers, Darren and Cole, got involved, contacted Adam Tay, said he'd try get me on, but then he offered me to someone. They turned me down again. I was like, oh man, I don't think I'm going to be fighting. So on the Thursday night, started doing what anyone else would do and started eating a bit of crap, like some chocolate and stuff. Woke up on a Friday, and I was actually going to go and get some cheesecake on the Friday morning. I didn't go, and I was going to go in the afternoon. And then about 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, I got a call saying, oh, this guy, I don't know what happened. His lad pulled out or he missed weight or something. I don't know what happened, but got a call, oh, David Adams, 0-2. He's just weighed in now. Do you want him? And I was like, what's his weight? And he weighed in quite high to what I was walking around at the time.
Yeah.
But I watched him. Tom says to me, oh, there's no threat, take it. Like, you'll be able to walk through him. So I took the fight. In the fight, he was quite big. He looked quite big to me. But yeah, I finished him.
Can't be that. I mean, yeah, it must have been a chaotic week for you, but to come out the end of it with a victory, I mean, that it must be just fantastic for you. I mean, how happy are you with your 2 performances in there? I mean, 2 fights, 2 finishes. I mean, you can't ask for much more than that, can you?
Yeah, I'm quite happy with it, and as well, like, I've started getting a lot of messages off people, like, and people are starting to take notice of me now. And I'm starting to be called a prospect in the flyweight division, so it's good. I like that people are finally seeing my work and that people are actually like taking notice.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, your first win came via armbar, second win via TKO from ground and pound. I mean, you've been utilising your dangerous ground game in these fights, and I just wonder how important is it for you to, as you say, people are starting to call you a prospect and things like that. I I mean, how important is it for you to get your name out there with these finishes and things? Not just getting the wins, but stopping your opponent in the process. I mean, that can elevate your name to, like you say, to a huge level quite quickly. I mean, is that always the plan for you? Go in there, finish people, and then more and more people have your names in their mouths and talking about you.
I go in there and I don't go in there hunting for the finish, because I know that if you go in there hunting for something, like, it doesn't come. Like, when I go in there, I just take whatever opportunity I'm given. Like, when I was ground and pounding David, I dropped him with the overhand, and then I was ground and pounding him. He actually tried to give me his back. I was like, nah, I'm going to keep punching you. Because I thought, if I take his back and try and sub him, he'll recover quicker, and then I'm going to have to try and finish him even quicker. But yeah, I just go in there and I give what they give me. I don't look for certain things. Like, if I have to grind someone out for the decision, I'll do it. If I see a finish, I'll finish you.
What are you going to do now? You're going to take some time out to relax. You 2 fights in a month, a 24 hours notice cut and fight. And I mean, actually, you're going to get back in there soon. Are you going to eat some more cheesecake? What's the plan?
I've actually had quite a lot of cheesecake this week.
So you've been celebrating in style then?
Yeah, I have. As soon as the fight was done, I got my trainers on. I ran to Asda and got some cheesecake, actually. So, yeah. But the plan is I'm actually going again in July. So I'll go on camp in 2 weeks. I can't say nothing at the moment, but I'm on a bit of a big show, a big stage, and yeah, there's another fight confirmed. I go on camp in 2 weeks. So this week I've just been chilling. Next week I'll be back in the gym, and then back in camp a week after.
Now, going back to your point you said a minute ago about the messages you received, people calling you a prospect and things like that. Now, I know I myself have seen a lot of people talking about you and your potential and obviously how far you can go in the sport. Obviously, you come from a great camp, Team Renegade. You've got a fantastic management team behind you with Heavy Duty. I mean,
ABT.
Yes, as well, yeah. You've got a fantastic setup. I mean, just what's it like for you to have people hyping you up and sending you these messages and things like that? I mean, can it be a distraction for you and add any extra pressure, or is this the kind of thing that you want, man? I mean, do you want people talking about you and elevating you up to that next level?
There's no pressure at all. This is what I want, really. Like, I train hard in the gym, so I want all this recognition. I want people to know that I am coming. Like, I'm not being cocky. I'm just confident in my skills. I come out of these great gyms, Team Renegade and AVT. Like, I'm training with the best lads in the country, and I've got the best coaches helping me prep for all these fights. So, going to be big things from me, man. This is just a start.
And I know you're only 3 fights into your career, but if you keep fighting at this pace, I know you just said you've got another fight in July, so that'll be 3 fights in the space of 2 months. I mean, by the end of this year, if you carry on at this pace, you'll have a number of fights under your belt. I mean, is there a timescale for you turning pro? Have you thought about when you want that to happen, or are you just going to take each fight as it comes and kind of decide when you and your coaches and management think that the time's right?
No, I'm just enjoying the journey and the process at the moment. When everyone thinks the time's right, then I turn pro. But at the moment, I don't want to rush nothing. I want to get all the experience under my belt and fight as many people as I can in amateur, so that when I turn pro, I know that I'm 100% ready and I haven't rushed anything.
My next question to you is going to be: Have you got any names in mind for who you want to fight next? But like you just mentioned, you've already got an opponent lined up and an event lined up. I mean, I know you can't go into any details or anything like that, but as you say, it's going to be on a big card. It's going to be a big fight. I mean, how much are you looking forward to that?
Looking forward to it a lot, Like, when I seen the pro card released, I was like, oh my God, like, I can't believe I'm actually fighting with some of these names. Like, it'd be good to be on the same card as them and watch the fights and that after I've had mine. But yeah, I ain't got no names. I just want that number 1 spot in the rankings. I want to be the champion of as much promotions as I can, and I just want to show people that I'm one of the best around, the best fighters out there.
Now, finally, before I let you go and enjoy the rest of your evening, you got any final messages to fans, sponsors, your camp? I mean, any guys you want to call out for future fights after July? Anything like that, man? The stage is now yours.
No, they ain't really got no names. Whoever wants to fight me, let's go. I want to start fighting top guys, and I want to prove that I'm one of the best. I want to give a shout out to my camp, Team Renegade, AVT, my management heavy duty, my Thai gym core fit, my boxing gym Fraser's, and yeah, that's about it.
That's excellent, man. Now, ladies and gentlemen, you've heard it here from Mo Zubair. He's coming for that #1 spot in the rankings.
Mini cannon.
Yeah, mini cannon, man. He's definitely one to watch out for. And as all these guys have been saying in the MMA community, man, you're one of the top prospects right now. So really appreciate you coming to join me. We really look forward to hearing the fight announcement in July and seeing you back in there. And yeah, once again, thanks for coming on the show.
Thank you for having me.